Bought a duration model, and it ended up in the neighbor's yard.
Are you good friends with the neighbor? Get along?
I jumped his 8-foot privacy fence and got my rocket back. But now I'd like to hear from somebody that makes all these parts for us. How about Bill from Balsa Machining?
Next victim.
Can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah.
Good. My name is Bill Sandin. Together with my wife Mary Ann, we own and operate Balsa Machining Service. Looking out over the audience here, I see a large percentage of my customer base, so I want to thank you for your support over this last year. I'm going to go through, not to minimize, but I have a new product to announce. It's a little different than things I've done before, different than doing the semi-custom nose cones, the body tubes, and the slotting, the motors that I have. To mention that, I've got out in the field in my trailer, I've got some inventory of all of the Estes motors, including all the new ones that got out, the A80s, the A100Ts, the Gs, the Es, all the whole alphabet there. Also, in addition to my own product, I'm also manning the Quest booth, and we're selling the product that they have. Rocket kits, I believe, are coming on Monday, so they'll be out there. I've got in my trailer about 98% all of the Aerotech low power motors. I've got hardware for the 29, 38 millimeter high power. I've got H&I reloads. I've also got some J's, even a couple K's, some of the higher power, some 54 millimeter cage hardware also. So come on out. I like to talk to people, show them what I've got. We can look at the nose cones. It's the only time you're going to get to see a whole bunch of semi-custom nose cones all spread out in bins, assuming the weather holds out and doesn't rain again. I'm going to move into, we all have ideas for new products from time to time. Even if you're not a manufacturer, I mean, you have this idea. We all think our ideas are the greatest things that we've ever read. Well, I've also been around long enough to know that just because I think something's a good idea doesn't mean somebody else thinks it's a good idea. But I had this idea for a product for quite a while, but I didn't want to, it's a Me Too kind of product. There's several of them out there. But I had an idea, and I believe if you're going to come out with a Me Too product, you've got to have something that differentiates your product from everything else out there, and I believe mine does. It comes in two versions. I'm going to delay telling you exactly what it is for a few seconds. It comes in two versions, assembled and kit. I've got the assembled version available for sale. This is not a future idea. This is a real product that I have. The reason I have the assembled version for sale now, and I'm going to start on the field tomorrow morning with a special price for that version, is that the kit instructions are still in process. So although I'm having an actual kit designer work on the instruction designer work on the instructions for it. Pull it out of the box.
So you're going to tell us what it is?
I'm going to tell you what it is now.
Sit around.
First off, it all comes in this box. It's everything you need to launch a rocket, including an M motor if you want. Okay. It's a launch controller. It's a water-resistant, weather-resistant box, which has meaning after today. The box will sit, the launch controller itself will sit next to the pad. It's got about 4 feet. Of course, you can extend it out. It's got solid copper clips. It comes with 20 feet of wire. I'm not going to unroll it, but you can see you've got 20 feet of wire here that you can remote. It has a launch button, like a pendant. In fact, this little thing here builds like a rocket. It's got centering rings. It's got a body tube. But it's got a plastic case, so it's not a paper tube. The button is also your safety interlock. Just remove it, unplug it. Uses RCA phono plug-in jack. I'll sell extension cables. You can extend it yourself. Common cable.
Now, Bill, how long can I extend that cable out to? Can I go
Just
launch
relay,
an
right?
over with that?
You can launch an motor with this.
Yes.
Okay. This is a relay operated unit. It uses a 30 amp automotive relay. I have done resistance checks and you can extend it out without boosting, putting a little battery to boost it up to about 2,000 feet. Okay.
Now, that's because the current's all done in that box.
Right.
Through that
The
cable.
only current going through the button wire is what you need to activate the relay. It's 12 volts. Okay. It uses primary battery. It uses 8 D cells. Battery technology has moved to the point where I realized 8 of these D cells in series gives you 12 volts. We'll put 6 amps through a copperhead igniter. The expiration date on these D cells now, I bought this pack here at Sam's Club before I came. 10 of these batteries are $9.98. I have to assume Costco, if you remember Costco probably has a similar deal. The expiration date, 2018. Rough worst case calculation shows you're going to launch over 200 rockets using copperheads.
Wow.
The unit, and of course having primary batteries like this, you don't have to worry about is your rechargeable battery charged up. It's not a separate unit that you need to have. Everything you need is in this one box. Even an extra 20 feet of cable that you would need technically to launch, within the code, to launch a G or an H motor, or a G motor anyway, will fit in the box along with the original 20 feet. I didn't want to put a whole 40 feet in because a lot of people may just want to buy it for lower impulse motors. It comes with an indicator that shows it's a good one. You can test. Tells you, your battery's good. Just I like it because if it's on, you've got power on the clips. For some reason, whatever, don't hook it up to the motor. Okay, Jack.
Does it have a continuity test?
I'm glad you asked. Okay. That's a good question. This first offering does not have a continuity on it. Okay. I designed this to be low cost. Okay. The kit version of this is going to retail for $40.
Wow.
The assembled version is going to retail for $55. Tomorrow on the field, I'm an early riser, I get out there early. I've got a limited number of assembled versions that I will sell on a first come, first served cash basis. For $40, I'll sell the assembled version. Two reasons. One, I don't have the kit version yet, only because I don't have the instructions done yet. The instructions, I did ask the gentleman doing the instructions so people, I can show people a sample of what they'll look like to do the launch button instructions. So the instructions are here for just this button assembly. Right here, 2 pages to do this one assembly. There is soldering required, so you need a soldering iron, but I think a lot of you out there know how to solder it. If you don't have a soldering iron, you don't want to solder, buy the assembled version. Okay, extra $15. So anybody that wants to take a closer look at the instructions, come by, see me tomorrow. I'll have this unit out there for demo. I'll have assembled units for sale for $40. Jack, I'm glad you asked about the continuity. Okay. Chris?
Confirm this or not, but if this works the way I assume it works, it could you hook this up to like, could I go out to the contest pad, hook this up to the NAR pad, and have their system activate that relay? And
Yeah, you could hook, where's my button? Yeah, you could take and hook up any voltage source here. You gotta watch the polarity, okay? But an automotive relay is a real forgiving thing, so you could overpower it briefly, and it would be fine. You could do that. Continuity. I'm not personally a big fan of continuity check. Usually it just shows me my igniter clips are shorted together or the copper head shorted. And I wanted to keep the initial cost of this unit down. Okay? But I do have a prototype of a unit that has continuity. Okay? Get rid of the LED, and I've got traditional. Let me put a short on the output. Clips go. So you can hear traditional continuity buzzer. Okay. So I am going to have real soon, after this one, an orderable option so you can get continuity. The beeper will probably add about $4, maybe $5 to the cost of the unit. I also took the continuity one step further. I said, okay, well, relay unit, you're out there, you've got, you know, your little launch button assembly. This thing is far away. Well, some people may want to know what if you've got continuity. Okay. The continuity unit, another orderable option, and again, whether this happens is going to depend totally on the marketplace, you people, whether you order or want to order this continuity option. Talk to me, come by tomorrow,